My mum, she's living with us. We have a garden now for the last 6 years, which we had a jungle beforehand, but she's created order, and she's 80 and she's out there doing the gardening, and it keeps
Wonderful
her going.
for her.
Amazing.
And the smell of the earth.
Oh,
I have a
absolutely.
friend, she was midwife, and she wouldn't consider herself artistic at all, but she comes to my garden, she names every single plant in Latin. She knows so much about it.
Yes.
And, you know, it's a wonderful thing, isn't it?
It is. What's really bizarre is that my sister gardens and she's out with nature. My youngest sister's living in France and they've got a wonderful garden. My brother lives in London, he's in IT, and I'm kind of media sort of based. I'm not outside as much.
Me too. I mean, I have a beautiful garden which I enjoy and design with the help of Jim, the gardener up there, and advice, and I love it, but I've no desire to do it, but I love it. I do enjoy it. And I enjoy the smells when I go around in the morning, and it's just beautiful.
And the colours that you get. I mean, one of the other things that's quite interesting is, I think, from that kind of spiritual side, is that when you start to look out the window and observe your garden and the flowers, you then start to see the birds that are in there, and then you begin to realise the characters of the birds. You begin to see they have their own little ways of doing things. There was a battle in our garden between the house martins and some sparrows. And I didn't realise how aerobatic sparrows are in the way they fly. And they were hovering.
So you were loving it,
Oh, absolutely. I was out there with my camera filming them doing stuff.
That's lovely when you slow down enough to see all that.
And that's something that's interesting, slowing down.
See, a lot of artists I know would not say they're spiritual, but they would say that the process of art making is their religion. And I get that. Because you're going towards your inner self. I mean, it's always a transaction between the outside world and your inside. I mean, real art, if you're just playing, it's filling in numbers. But if you're really creating, it's something sparks you off, but you bring your inside to it. And it's where they merge, your inside and their, you know. And
I think sometimes, what I'm amazed with is that a lot of artists are, you talked about different media. And I think, and again, my friend that's the medium, he channels energies. We channel energies in what we do, and it doesn't matter what medium we end up using to get that story out or get that message.
The media is only, I happen to do watercolours because it suits my nature, but it could be wood turning, it doesn't really. I mean, it's all essentially about expressing something inner, really.
Well, I have a desire, and I haven't quite got to it yet because other things have been hindering me. I learned to play the violin.
Yeah, you said that.
And I'm really enjoying it.
That's fantastic.
And separating the mind from the hand doing what it wants to do was quite interesting, because there were times when the mind gets in the way of the hand sort of almost shouts back, "Shut up, be quiet."
That's a practice of meditation, isn't it?
So that becomes interesting. But there's also a desire to make a violin. So I've actually got the woods, and I haven't got
that must
round
be
to
your
it yet.
wood turning father. It must be the material. Yeah.
Something kinesthetic.
Yeah.
The mental side's there. The audible's there now, and it's just that wanting to grasp.
And that's
things.
your nature.
It's quite interesting.
Yeah.
Is there anything you would like to talk about that I haven't given you the opportunity to say? It's normally the last kind of question I ask people, because
well, just really basically that, we were talking about Trump, and we were talking about, I do think that the desire to fulfill yourself through a talent is going to be increasingly important as the world gets more and more robotic, and we all lose with so much fake news and everything that's going on in the world right now. It's scary, isn't it? You're just left with yourself, and it's very, very important to fulfill yourself and express yourself. I think the arts have become increasingly important. With all the commodification of culture, I've just been reading this book called Notes on Contemporary Culture, and apparently after about 1989, culture was commodified. We used to do exhibitions. I remember, because I've been painting for 35 years, my first exhibition, I was delighted just to put the paintings on the wall and have people see them. That was the height of my ambition. And then it got that if you sold one, well, that's great because you balance your costs. And then it became the height of the boom after the commodification of culture. it became, if you didn't sell out, it wasn't a successful show. And that is wrong. That, you know, everything has become commodified. And Trump is the result of that. And I think when it's reversed, and it will be reversed, artists play a part in that. And spiritual life. I really think that we are become increasingly important.
Janet Pierce, painter, thank you for welcoming me into your home. It's
Thank
been
you very
lovely
much.
talking
Lovely
to you.
talking to you.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, you're welcome.
We have more on the way, so please subscribe to this channel and check out the link below if you'd consider becoming a patron to help us keep making more content. Thanks for watching.